Before the world sees your wins, your soul has to feel your work. It's the reps nobody applauds that produce the wins that do, all through a shifting of your identity into a dominator. This is all done in the dark every single day. So let me be your guide as I welcome you to this episode of the Dark Work Daily. Not gonna enjoy hearing this, but your feed, it betrays you. It tells us your faults, or at least shows us an area that you aren't doing that well. It sounds weird to say it that way, but think about it this way. I know at times I find myself scrolling all day long, just scrolling. You know what the algorithm does when it sees me scrolling is it determines, based on what I pause at or what I spend more time on, determines what it wants to show me more of. So if you like horror stuff, you see horror stuff. If you see funny stuff, you see more funny stuff. So the interesting thing is, while it will show us what you use to distract yourself when there's obviously something that you enjoy doing, it's a funny comedy entertainment, right? You'll often find that also shows you things that you spend time looking at going, yeah, I do like this right now. Because why do you like something? You like something because it triggers a desire in you right now saying, I need that thing. And if you spend your time scrolling and watching that thing or liking that thing, it's telling the algorithm, like, I need to see more of this. Now, this is all going to come to an interesting head in a moment. I find myself looking at the past Anthony, and the past Anthony used to watch a lot of hustle content and get after it content. My brain was called Trust Your Hustle, so I was researching that stuff and watching that stuff. And interestingly enough, I wasn't actually hustling. I find myself, consuming all the stuff and knowing I want to get it done, but things weren't getting done. Boxes weren't getting checked. Projects weren't getting completed. Execution was not part of my day-to-day. And that's like going back probably 8-ish years ago when I was trying to build this thing, but didn't quite know what to do or how to do it. The tick I operate at now is much different. But interestingly enough, is if I go back at that time and look what was being shown to me, it was betraying me. It was showing me the things I wasn't doing well. I was doing it differently. I wasn't even doing that thing at all. But here's what's crazy. If you're looking at that thing, if you're paying attention to that thing, going, I need this, this is good for me now, it tells me you aren't doing that. So when I was not hustling that much, my feed was full of hustle content. Think about that. It's this thing where when you're like scrolling past something and go, yeah, it hits me right now. Like this person's content hits me right now. I do agree I should share my message more. I do agree I should be more consistent, more disciplined. I'm gonna lock that one. I'm gonna go revisit that one. When you're doing that, it's because you think you need it right now. You need it right now because you don't have it right now. I don't have the consistency. I don't have the discipline. So I need to get this little bump of, dopamine to get myself motivated to get after that day. That's what it is. So your feed, if I was to scroll it right now, what would I see? Would I see a bunch of stuff about you telling me how much, that you need to hustle, need to grind, need to get after it, need to be disciplined, need to be organized, need to be consistent, need to be out there getting things, shown more? Or would it be something that's more entertainment? Now, entertainment thing is fine. I get that. Social media is entertaining. You see weird stuff. But from the professional standpoint, what you're building, what you're pursuing, what you're trying to get done, does that stuff tell me something I should see? Or does it tell me something I shouldn't see? Does it tell me that you aren't getting things done because you're consuming a lot of that same kind of content and trying to get yourself motivated? Or is it non-existent because you're doing the work? See, for me, I don't find myself having to consume a lot of hustle, get after it content. I hustle, I get after it, I do things, almost too many things. So it's on my feed. In fact, my feed, to be honest, most of the time it's like fitness stuff, like I'm working out. So I'm like, how do I do this better? What can I do to help my health? 2 is entertaining. I love comedy stuff. Like the work I do, I need my brain just to be turned off and just engage in a laugh here and there. Or family stuff, or football stuff for my son. I'm trying to learn. But the interesting thing is there's not a lot of my feed about hustle, get after it from a career standpoint, because I don't find myself needing that content right now or desiring to watch it. I scroll past if I do see it. And so as I kind of put this seed into your head this week, I want you to be mindful of what you're paying attention to. You might just pop your phone open, scroll, see what shows up. And if you see those things in there, that's a big red flag to you, a big notification of, oh, time to do something different, time to adjust the way you function. You get off the platform altogether. Maybe you find when it's a time where you don't open that, you don't scroll, you don't post, you don't comment, you do nothing, you work. It's okay to go dark. It's okay to separate yourself. Like I had to do that. I had to disappear from the world for a little bit, and I had to kind of just tuck in and do my stuff. And when I did that stuff, more and more came to light that I needed to work on. More and more came to fruition that I was goal-oriented towards achieving. And the more I did it, the better things got. I'll give you this weird thought as hopefully a gift that'll help you perceive the world you live in a little bit different. Perceive the way you're functioning differently. Open the doors to what's possible in your life if you kind of focus differently, like really dial in, because the people you admire, the people you look up to, that's how they function. They don't spend time doing things. They don't serve the future, the purpose, the dream, the desire, the service. They don't spend time on things that don't serve them. They don't waste time. So for you, quick question is, what does your feed say about you right now?
If this episode stirred something in you, good. That means there's work to be done. Don't ignore it, because listening is just the beginning. Because real change happens when you engage and you commit. So I invite you to join the Dark Work community inside the Dark Work app, which is where you communicate with amazing people on the same journey as you. You can find them on the App Store and the Google Play Store right now. Step into the conversations that sharpen your habits, strengthen your identity, and keep you locked in to the Dark Work.